Oh yeah, black sun in the hizzle. Oh, the shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. So before I posted this, um, I didn't realize that there is a civil war amongst the Democrats right now. So my title is only half true to one side of the Democrats, meaning there's a faction of the Democrats who are saying, yes, we are going to proceed forward with Kamala Harris. And there's the other side, which uh, there are a couple of governors, Democratic governors, saying that they're going to side with Joe Biden. Now, um, the thing, oh gosh, sorry, y'all. Oh, there you go. So the thing is that um, Biden, or I'm sorry, did I say it? Jill Biden has to decide to step down. It's not going to be Jill and Kamala Harris. It's going to be Jill or Kamala Harris. This is the dilemma that we're in, or not we're in, but this is the dilemma that the Democratic Party is in. Um, I want to say they're split down the middle with this decision. They're split right down the middle, and Joe Biden has committed a what they call a coup d'état, or no, they're saying that Biden is holding the White House ransom. So um, Biden is, I think he sent out a letter. He sent out a letter saying that he refuses to step down, that he's not going to step down. He's going to fight. Basically, well, he said that, but then you got Joe Biden out campaigning for him. She done made two stops, but I did call it. I said it's Joe Biden. She's going to campaign. She's in charge. Joe Biden refuses to step down, and because Joe Biden refuses to step down, um, Kamala Harris is not going to make a move. You know, her orders. She hasn't been given the orders from whoever is really in charge, and so again, even though we have Joe Biden out there campaigning, there's somebody, and I'm gonna still say I think that somebody's Barack Obama who is giving the marching orders. You know, so they're in a dilemma. They're like, okay, do we put? Well, they already got Joe Biden. They have Joe Biden um, up here campaigning, which is weird. And the thing is, you know, she was put out there. They said, you know, Jill, just go out there out of desperation, um, because the debate had exposed um, Joe Biden's condition. I mean, they've already knew Biden's condition. The media, of course, the Democratic Party, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, um, the Obamas, the Clintons, everybody knew. Hell, Joy Reid, everybody knew of Biden's condition. But because now it's hard to uh, spin the narrative on Biden's condition, they're like, yo, this is kind of stupid. Like, we're lying. There's only so much lying we can do, but I mean, it's out. Like, Biden not only has dementia, but they're saying he has a form of Parkinson's disease. And with having dementia and Parkinson's disease, that makes it very difficult to for the mainstream media, for everybody else to Can y'all hear me? What's one in the chat if y'all can hear me? That makes it very difficult to hide. Um, that makes it very difficult to spin. You're talking about people who are like thinking, they're probably thinking, I don't get paid enough for this. Like, y'all got to pay me more money. Like, um, y'all pay me to tell lies to the public, but this right here, it's like, yo, it's only so much I can pull out of my rear end. Biden's condition is not like, yo, like it is so obvious, and then if I go out here and try to spin it, it's gonna make me really look bad, and it's like I need backup, like and every other like NBC, all these other, they're split. They're split because you got some of them trying to cover for Biden and some of them not. So there's a complete split right there. Where do these remnants of Biden supporters go? I don't know. Do they go to the do they go to the Kennedys? Do they go to Mr. Kennedy, and Jill Stein and I don't know. It's up to y'all voters who are down with Biden, or do y'all follow Biden to the end? You know, anyway. I mean, it's really baffling because this is really caused like a fractured split, a split fractured split right here, man. I mean, you got, like I said, because now it's come down to Kamala, because it has to be. Now, when you think about money, the money transfers over, so because it says Biden Harris, so Biden steps down, the money goes to Harris. The money would not go to Gavin Newsom. The money will not go to Michelle Obama. So when you're dealing with the money factor, the money is saying Kamala Harris because all this money raised, and oh, by the way, um, after the debate performance, a lot of Biden's donors dried up. So it's yeah, a lot of major donors are not giving money. So it's like the money that they do have, they can pass it to Kamala Harris. And this is why Kamala Harris would be the cheapest route. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Kamala Harris is the cheapest route because um, it's going to be hard to get donors this late in the game. And if y'all seen the polls, I showed the polls. Of course, well, Trump is beating Harris, of course. I mean, yeah, of course. However, they're saying that Kamala is polling better than Biden. Well, of course she is. I mean, yeah, after that debate performance, but before the debate performance, uh, so I don't think, okay, before the debate performance, Joe Biden was performing better than Kamala Harris. But it's not that Kamala Harris got a bump, Biden dropped down. So it didn't, there's no bump in the support. So if the mainstream media making it seem like, oh, Kamala Harris numbers have jumped. No, they have not jumped. No, Joe Biden's numbers have dropped down. And so because the numbers have dropped down, um, it makes it seem like they want to now try to, I guess they got their marching orders to make it seem like now they want to try to bolster up Kamala Harris, but it's not going to be able to, that's not going to be a success because if you guys remember during the primaries, Kamala did very poorly and she will continue to do poorly. And these poll numbers that they're trying to buffer up, they're trying to like boost her up. It's not going to work. That those numbers are inflated. Kamala Harris has lost her popularity. Like I said, when Kamala Harris first came out, there was a curiosity there amongst people, and it wasn't till she started, she became vice president that, um, she started cackling and all that, and people. I'm gonna tell you where people's minds are at. It's like, can they visualize Kamala Harris sitting down and somebody like Vladimir Putin taking her seriously? Hell, not only Vladimir Putin, can Zelensky take her seriously? Can Xi Jinping take her seriously? I say not. Can any of these world leaders, can King Salmani of Saudi Arabia take her seriously? I think not. So there goes the Middle Eastern world right there. They're not, no. The Middle East is not ready for no woman to sit down with him and have no type of discussion. So that's out the door. And remember, we got the situation with Israel and Hamas right now. That is real heated right now, and that's got to be calmed down eventually. Now, again, Trump, y'all know where I stand with Trump. Trump has already got things mapped out between Zelensky and Putin. That's already been mapped out. Again, like I've said before, y'all have heard me say this, is that uh, the situation with Israel and Gaza is fairly new. Trump will have a solution for that eventually, because that's what Trump does. Trump is a talker. Kamala Harris is not a talker, man. She's a laugher. She's a laugher. She's a clown. Jesus Christ, man. So this is not a good representation of a first woman president. If there was to be a first woman president, it's definitely not her. And I quote Megyn Kelly. I'm shout out to Megyn Kelly. I'm quoting Megyn Kelly, saying that no, she is not a good representation of a first female president. Especially first female president of color. Hell, no, not a good representation at all. So, anywho, yeah, her popularity, by them even considering Kamala Harris, just shows that level of desperation. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? How you doing, Lisa B? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, everybody. I hope my mic is good, y'all. I hope my mic is good because, I'm out here on the road, so the damn frequency or the reception is, it shoots, it bounces off these towers, so it's kind of like a shoestring, but um, so I hope it's good for y'all. So it's Lisa B, Lisa Bear, Lisa B. Okay, Lisa B. Um, just got here. What happened to your stream yesterday? It ended. Oh yeah, the stream yesterday. Um, it just, I would like to blame it on YouTube. However, me driving out here and bouncing from tower to tower, I can't, I can't in good faith point fingers at YouTube, but it just went out. Like my video went out, but I could still hear my audio. But I just shut the show down because I wasn't sure what was going on because the screen, it just showed me freeze up. So I just shut it down. So that's what happened yesterday. It just, I don't know what would. Be honest with you, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So I just shut it down. Like I said, because I normally do an hour. I try not to go over an hour because of the strength. The data starts acting funny. Even though I have data, it starts getting weird after an hour. So I do about an hour show and then I wrap it up. But I went over because we had several people come in there. Um, I forgot their names, but they came in and they were like, oh, Biden, Harris. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, because yesterday's title was Trump, Biden, Trump versus Biden versus the couch, and so we had some allegedly pro-Biden supporters in the chat. So I wanted to prick their brain as much as I could. But the thing is like, in that process, I was trying to find out, were they trolls or were they serious? And when we started talking about foreign policy, I was just like, oh my gosh, he might be a troll because he really don't know like the situation with Ukraine. He doesn't know the situation with Donbass, with the Republic of Luhansk, Donetsk, Crimea. He does not know Zaporozhye and the Kharkiv was the other region that signed a referendum and succeeded from Kiev, that being Ukraine. So yeah, um, you know, and yeah, thanks y'all for the likes, man, and sharing out the videos yesterday, man. I really appreciate that, y'all. I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank y'all for that, man. Thank y'all for y'all support. But yeah, yesterday, today now, um, I'm just watching and observing the Democratic Party and how they're trying to pull it together. And they're not pulling it together because the guy, well, I'm not going to say the guy being Joe Biden, but Jill, Jill Biden is refusing. Like, she is stubborn. Jill Biden is one of the most bullheaded, stubborn women that I know. She is stubborn, and she is not, like, you literally have to take that position out of her dead cold hands. Y'all didn't hear me. Press the one in the chat if y'all heard me. No, y'all didn't hear me. Press the one in the chat if y'all heard me. Why is Kamala taking over? What the hell? How is that possible? Uh, Lisa B, it's not. Well, that's when I came on. Lisa B, this is before I found out there's a split in the Democratic Party. I didn't know there was two factions. So let me apologize to you ahead of time because before I wrote this title, there was a faction of the Democratic Party saying they're going to put up Kamala Harris. I did not know there was an opposing faction of the Democrats saying no. I didn't know this. In fact, there's three factions, Lisa. So I only got one faction's perspective, and I did the title not knowing that there were two other factions of Democrats saying no. So you got the people who are saying, look, the money goes towards Kamala Harris. The money goes towards Kamala Harris. Let's put Kamala out there. So I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Okay, the money goes, any money that Biden got, Kamala. Okay, so that makes sense. And that this was just one faction. I didn't know there was a split. There's actually another faction trying to push Gavin Newsom. But Gavin Newsom's not saying nothing. They're trying to quietly do a coup and push Biden aside. Same with Kamala Harris. She's not saying nothing either, but their faction, they want to push them aside too. But the thing is that there's even a fourth faction, Lisa. There's a fourth faction to get Michelle Obama in that position. So the four factions are all, well, I was going to say the four factions. The three factions, three out of the four factions are really quiet right now. They're very quiet. The final faction, the main faction is people standing by Joe Biden. Joe Biden's like, man, I'm not going, I'm bucking. He is the main, so that's the number one faction. The number two faction is Kamala Harris because they're saying, look, anything happen to Joe, we're entitled to that money. So they're quietly making their moves. The third faction, they're not confident in Michelle Obama. That's the Gavin Newsom faction. The Gavin Newsom faction is saying, look, we we don't think Kamala Harris can beat Donald Trump, and they're right. So you got the Gavin Newsom factions they're quietly making their moves. And finally, you got the Michelle Obama faction. They're saying no. They're saying you cannot replace Kamala Harris with a white man. That being Gavin Newsom. That'll wreck the party. So the only way you can possibly do that is replace Michelle Obama. You replace Kamala Harris with Michelle Obama. That is a peaceful coup. So you got the four right there. The peaceful coup, it would make sense to replace, because they don't believe that Kamala Harris can beat Trump, and they saying if you replace Gavin Newsom, if you take this alleged black woman or this woman of color, black woman of color, and replace her with a white male, that being Gavin Newsom, that is going to explode the party. That is going to take whatever remnants of support they got left, and so that would be a friendly coup. So Michelle Obama would be a friendly coup towards Michelle. Because first of all, Michelle Obama is a real black woman. Kamala Harris is not a real black woman. So black women would not be offended if they got rid of Kamala Harris and replaced Kamala Harris with Michelle Obama. So see how that? So that was the four factions right there. But again, Lisa B, this is before I even knew. Like because. And I guess you can say this, Lisa, that I guess the number two, the Kamala people are not so damn quiet, because when they were saying, well, look, the money's entitled to us, I'm like, oh, when they talking the money, oh, they about to make a move. That's why I said, oh, it's official. Once you start talking about transferring money, it's a done deal. But because they can legally transfer the money from Biden to Michelle. Nobody else can get that money. So Michelle Obama can't get that money. Gavin Newsom can't get that money. Whoever besides Kamala Harris is not entitled to that money. So that's why I wrote the title. Oh, well, it's a done deal. But again, Lisa B, I apologize too, because I didn't know there were other factions moving about. There are other factions moving about. So let's see what the brother says here. He said, "You gonna vote for her because she's black and you're black?" No, sir. Hell no. I'm voting for Trump. Hell no. I'm voting for Trump. First of all, oh no. You talking about Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris? I don't like neither one of those dingbats. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't vote. I did it one time with Barack Obama. I voted based on color, man. That was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life. But sometimes what did Tyler Perry of Aerosmith said? Sometimes you gotta lose to know how to win. Sometimes you gotta lose to know how to win. So yeah, I lost that vote on a. But I learned my lesson though. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, I'm close down the lanes. So yeah, man. No, I'm not saying hell no. No, I'm voting for Trump. No, I'm voting for Trump because Trump is one of the greatest presidents of our time. Trump deserves to be on Mount Rushmore. Trump had the greatest economy. I'm voting for Trump. I'm not voting on skin color. Hell no. Why would the hell would I vote on skin color? You know, um, that's stupid. And like I said, I did that with Barack Obama. That was stupid. I'm man enough to admit that was dumb as hell. That was dumb. It was dumb as hell to vote based on the color, man. Never gonna do that again. Sometimes you have to put your hand on the stove, get your hand burned, and then be like, you know what? I can't put my hand on the stove no more. So that's it, And I was younger, so it is. But to answer your question, no. To answer your question, hell no. I would never vote for no Michelle Obama. I would never vote for Kamala Harris. That shit freaks me out. That shit freaks me out, man. Dude, she like a tickle me Elmo. She's like an evil tickle me Elmo. Hell no, I ain't voting for no damn Kamala Harris. No, no, but if you would have got here earlier, you would have seen that. I said neither one of them don't have a chance in hell, but I do know their strategy. Just based on what I'm hearing keywords. When I heard transfer of money, I said, oh shit, yeah. They're seriously considering because the money, this is a classical case of greed. If it wasn't for the money, they would just get rid of Kamala Harris. They would just say, bye, like bitch, bye. But because it's like a will. It's like when you die, you write out a will. It's like everybody waiting around for that will, man. So everybody is being nice to Kamala Harris because she is going to inherit that donor money. And so that's why she has a faction behind her too. She has a faction behind her, but they don't believe that she's going to win, but because that money, they want that money. That donor money plays a big part. You can even have a candidate knowing they're going to lose, but if you're on that team with that money, see how it works? You see where I'm going with this? That money plays a big part, but everybody knows Kamala Harris don't have a chance in hell. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that Kamala Harris is the most hated politician. She is the most hated politician ever. And so it's a disaster. It's really a disaster. But, one thing I can say about Kamala Harris that I can't say about Jill Biden is that Kamala Harris can be controlled. Jill Biden right now, she's take it out of her dead cold hands. Let me say, hey, what's up, Joker? Hey, what's going on, Joker? Joker. Jill Biden her attitude right now is take it out of her dead cold hands. Take that position out of her dead cold hands. That's her stance. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. If y'all tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, press a 2. If I'm telling the truth, press a 1. Jill Biden is take that position out of her dead cold hands right now. That's her position right now as we speak. If I'm lying, press a 2. If I'm telling the truth, press a 1. Jill Biden is take it out of her dead cold hands. You take that position out of her dead cold hands. That is her attitude. That is her attitude. That is her stance. Take it out of her dead cold hands. She's looking at Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Michelle Obama. She's looking at Kamala Harris. She's looking at everybody. She's like, take it out of her dead cold hands. That's Jill Biden's stand right now. Take it out of her dead cold hands. Like literally, if she can press the red button, the nuke button, she'll press it. She like, oh, don't come near me. Where's the damn red button at, man? I don't have a red button on me. Don't come near me. I'll press the button. That's Joe Biden. I'm not leaving. I'll press this damn red button right now. I'll press this red button right now. That's the state of damn. You talk about a national security risk. Jill Biden. Do not go near the red button. She'll press y'all out of her dead cold hands, and she will press that goddamn button. No, I'm not going. I'll press this button right now. Okay, so for fun says, right, well, the left is so delusional that I think they're afraid to kick her to the curb because she's black, and it goes against their fed up values. Like it's obvious she has no chance. Right. Yeah, no fun. That's what I'm saying. So they have to. What I'm doing here is trying to figure out their strategy. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not. No, I don't want you thinking I'm gonna vote for no Michelle or no goddamn Harris or no goddamn Gavin Newsom. Hell no. Hell the fuck no. What I'm saying is that I'm trying to, based on their talking points, I'm trying to figure out their strategy. I'm trying to figure out their strategy. Trump is too, man. Trump's just sitting back eating popcorn right now. He playing golf. He trying to figure this shit out because I'm trying to put together scenarios because, again, right, you can't just replace I'm sorry, you can't replace Kamala Harris with Gavin Newsom because of that right there. They'll scream racism. That'll decimate the remainder. The only people remaining who are really supporting the Democratic Party are Karens and damn black women that are delusional. Karens and black women that are delusional and some gay men. That's it. That's supporting Biden. So if you take away Gavin Newsom, and if you take away Kamala Harris and replace her with Gavin Newsom, you will destroy the Karens. You will destroy the blue hair. Uh, you will destroy them. You will destroy the Karens, and you will destroy the delusional black women that's left. You will crush them if you replace uh, Kamala Harris with a Gavin Newsom. That's why I said you can do a three-card money. You could do an Indiana Jones, do a switch. Because if you replace Kamala Harris with Michelle Obama, then it's, you know what I'm saying, then you soften the blow. Does that make sense? But the money doesn't come. So they're trying to figure out the money situation right now. Because right now, Kamala Harris holds the purse. She holds the inheritance of the purse. And so that's all they're trying to figure out. They don't give a shit about Kamala Harris. They really don't give a shit about them. Their support is the purse. Because the donors are out, they're gone. They're out. They're like, man, peace, deuces, I'm out. So the donors are gone. So the money is drying up real fast. But they want to get a hold of that money. They don't just want to abandon that money. And so in order to get that money, they have to either figure out how to take it away from Kamala Harris or I don't know what they're going to do. They got to do some switcheroo. They got to do some type of switcheroo, some type of Democrat, goddamn slimy, goddamn scheme. That's what they got to do in order to because they got to, like, how? Y'all help me, Lisa B, Joker, for fun, help me out. How do they transfer the money? And again, how do you get Crazy Jill up out of there? Because I don't care. Joe Biden can get on and say, you know what? I resign. Joe Biden is not leaving. Y'all didn't hear me. No, y'all didn't hear me. No, y'all didn't hear me. Joe Biden can resign today. He can get on and get a press conference and say, I resign. Joe Biden's not coming up out of there. And Joe Biden is the one that feeds Joe Biden his ice cream. So I'm just giving you a hypothetical because really Jill Biden controls. So Jill Biden's not going nowhere. Let's see what the info fund's saying, man. But Michelle ain't running. She's been very clear for the past 16 years. So you know what I say to that? Because you are correct. She has been saying that. However, this is my theory for fun. I think Barack Obama is running the scene. I think he's in charge. And uh, when it comes to Barack and Michelle, it ain't no Jill. Like when it comes to Jill Biden and Joe Biden, Jill Biden runs the show, man. Joe Biden is a beta male. He's a total beta male, man. So, but Michelle and Barack, I don't think Barack is a damn beta male. That's a really weird relationship, man. I don't think I think the Obamas Again, Michelle has said she's not going to run. She's not going to run. But remember, Trump said he wasn't going to run. He wasn't going to run. He wasn't going to run. Remember that. Trump said for years he's not going to run. He's not, I don't think so, Oprah. Come on now. Michelle, if she really, the reason I'm saying that I think she's going to run because a person who truly just wants to live their life is not going to be in front of the camera. How many times for fun has she been in front of the camera since this whole fiasco started? For fun. How many times have you seen Michelle Obama get in front of a podium lately and talk about Trump? For fun, she's a Democrat. You know Democrats do lie, right? You know Democrats lie, right? Hell, they lied during goddamn 2020. So I'm just saying, she's still a Democrat. And she has goddamn, and remember this, she's got Whoopi Goldberg in her ear. She's got goddamn Oprah Winfrey in her ear. So her saying she's not running, if they can figure out how to get that money away from them, Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama will run. But I'm not arguing with you for fun. You know what I'm saying? She did say that. I'm just saying, do you believe her? She's a Democrat, so what I'm saying is that she's lying. But, I'm saying she's lying. But I think her and Barack Obama are scheming right now because they've been running the White House this whole time. Barack Obama's been running this thing the whole time, man. But like I said, this is a mess because Jill Biden's not stepping down. She's like, I'm not going. I'm not going nowhere. I'll press this goddamn button. I'll press this goddamn red nuke button. I'm not going nowhere. That's Joe Biden right now. She says she's not going nowhere. You got to take that position out of her dead cold hands for fun. Talk to me for fun. Talk to me. Let's see, say, I haven't, okay, hold on, let me get, so he says, I haven't actually seen her for a while. Okay, good point, good point. You know what, you're right, because there's other people trying to boast her up, man. I think they're trying to pressure her. They're trying to pressure her, but the thing is, I will say this, I will say a good thing about Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama is a very strong-willed woman. She's like Oprah. Those women, they're very bossy. You're not gonna damn bully a Michelle Obama. So that's, you can bully Kamala Harris. You can easily bully Kamala Harris, but Michelle Obama, you know what? You might be right. She may not be running because you can't control Michelle Obama, just like you can't control Trump, just like you can't control Jill Biden. They're learning. Look. If the Democrats learn any lesson right now, they learn it right now because Jill is going to give them a lesson. Jill Biden is going to give them a lesson because you cannot control Jill. You cannot control Jill. Jill has been controlling Biden her whole life. You cannot control him. The only way Jill is out of her dead cold. Again, this is to the powers that be. This is not me saying this. This is to whoever. This is to the Democratic Party, the deep state, out of Jill Biden's dead cold hands. Okay? Out of her dead cold hands. Y'all better handle that before she get a hold of that red button. She get a hold of that red button, it's over with. So I advise you to fix that situation, y'all. Fix that situation. When I say y'all, I'm talking to the ops. I ain't talking to, but again, that's just my guesstimation, y'all. Again, when I made this title, I do apologize to y'all. That's before I found out there were 4 factions. I did not know there were 4 factions. Like I said, I only got the faction that was talking about inheriting the money. So I didn't know. And then the other 2 factions came along after the fact. Like I said, I did my research and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, the donation money, because the money's drying up. the money's gone. Or I'm sorry, the donors are gone, the money is drying up. Let me say that again. Can y'all hear me good? The donors are gone and the money is drying up. So you got greedy Democrats that want to grab whatever's money left. And the only one that can inherit that money is Kamala Harris. She's the only one that can inherit that money. So they're in a pickle. I ain't gonna say we're in a pickle. They're in a pickle. The Democratic Party is in a real pickle, and you got four factions. Like I said, I thought it was only one faction. I thought it was a Joe Biden transition to Kamala Harris faction. I didn't know that Gavin Newsom and Gavin Newsom's plotting, y'all. Let me just say it. Gavin Newsom is plotting. He's not saying nothing. He has his poker face on, but they're plotting. And the thing to do right now, y'all, it's all about battle maneuvers and strategy. Gavin Newsom's going to make his move at the convention. Now, Gavin Newsom's a snake. He's a snake, man. So I think he's going to make his move. But again, y'all, where does the money go? Where does the money go? So they have to concoct something to get that money. If they can pull that money to Gavin Newsom, then that's a home run for them. As far as like getting their people into position and getting the party united. The Democratic Party's not united, man. The Democratic Party used to be united, but they're not united, man. They're to the point they're so greedy and hungry for power that they're not even thinking about Trump, man. Like Trump used to be like everybody on the Democratic side was united against Trump. Like, oh, Orange Man bad, but that's not the case. Now that they see that there's money for grabs, they are like, Trump is like a second thought right now. Trump is a second thought. And I don't know if they have enough time. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all type in the thing. When is the Democratic, hold on. When is Adrian. What up, Adrian? What up, Adrian? When is the Democratic convention, y'all? Bird Dog, hey man, what's going on? Will not win. Well, Big Dog. Not only will Gavin Newsom not win, Michelle Obama won't win, Kamala Harris won't win, none of the Democrats won't win. So I think Bird Dog, what's going on right now is just a matter of who wants that money. So that's really the only thing left because the Democratic Party is lost, man. There's no way they're going to catch up to Trump. There's no way they're going to catch up to Trump. Biden, if they keep Biden, Trump's going to be Biden. If they replace Biden with Kamala, Trump's going to be Kamala. If they replace Biden with Gavin Newsom, Trump's going to be Gavin Newsom. If Michelle Obama just decide, you know what, I want to run, Trump beats Michelle Obama. So I think right now, their main focus is just to get the money. Just get the money. But see, that's why Biden is like not going to step down because, well, first of all, Jill Biden is not going to give up that position, and Jill Biden wants to keep that money too. So I don't care how sick Biden is. I don't care if y'all say, okay, he got dementia, he's got Parkinson's. You got to get rid of Jill. You got to get rid of Jill. You got to get rid of Jill. So, and they know this. They know this. I'm not saying, I'm just letting y'all know what they're thinking, but they know they got to get rid of Jill. And Jill knows this, and that's why Jill's like out of my dick hands. Like Jill is like, you got to murk me in front of everybody to get me up out of here. Because it's not happening. Jill is like, you got to murk me. That's what Jill is saying. You got to murk me because I don't care what diagnosis you say that. You can say Biden has Biden has goddamn dementia. Biden is blind. You say Biden has HIV/AIDS. Football. Man, I don't care what y'all say. Jill Biden, am not going nowhere. Jill's not going nowhere. So, okay, so for fun said, I think Michelle is the only one that can put up a fight versus Trump. But I agree, Jill ain't letting go of power. She also wants to protect Hunter. Yeah, good point. Good point. That's a good point. So what you got for fun is you're gonna have a civil war amongst the goddamn Democrats, and that's a guaranteed. It's like even if, like you said, even if Michelle Obama decides, and I agree with you, she would have a better fighting chance. She would still lose against Trump, but she would have a better fighting chance than definitely Kamala Harris. And I would say, once upon a time, I would have said Gavin Newsom, but we're living in an age of wokeness. So yeah, Gavin Newsom, he no, he would they would implode. Like I said, if Gavin Newsom replaces goddamn uh, Kamala Harris, yeah, that whole party would implode. So there again, Michelle Obama would be the only way to. But again, Michelle Obama can't get the money. Like for fun, you think Michelle Obama can catch up to Trump in donations? I mean, we're July. You might as well say we're in August. Wait, you might as well say we're in August. So we got August, September, October, November. You got 4 months to come up with rent, though. She's got 4 months to come up with the rent. 4 months to come up with the goddamn mortgage. You think she could pull it off? Because it comes down to the money now. Can she raise money, enough money to get ads and all that and start goddamn, campaigning? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's why they got to figure out how to get that money away from Kamala Harris. Well, not only you got to get away from Kamala Harris, you got to get away from Joe Biden. So you got to go through two fronts. You got to go through two fronts. You got to go through Jill Biden and you got to go through Kamala Harris. Because Democrats don't let go of money. You're talking about man, you're talking about billions of dollars. So I think in the process of them trying to figure this shit out, time is ticking. It's just, man, I think they're gonna have to just throw in the towel. Because Jill Biden's not stepping down. And the Democratic base will not be happy if you replace uh, Kamala Harris. With Gavin Newsom. So yeah, Gavin Newsom's out. Yeah, Gavin Newsom, that's not going to happen because that'll destroy their base. That'll destroy their base because the Democratic Party is built on race and identity politics and sexism and all that dumb shit. And yeah, so yeah, that's man, they're in a conundrum. They're in a conundrum, you know. And I hate to rack my brain over it because I don't give a fuck about the Democrats. But as a human being, as an analysis, because y'all know y'all come here, man. We talk politics. Y'all know we like to think about these kind of things, regardless. Damn, imagine I'm racking my brain and I don't give a fuck about the Democrats. So imagine what type of stress they're going through. I'm just trying to rack my brain for the sense of trying to find the logical path out of this for them. And again, when money's involved, that complicates things because if the money was involved, they could easily do a switcheroo. They could do an easy switcheroo, but because money's involved and the donors bailed out, that money is going to dry up. That $1 billion is going to dry up. We got 4 months. They got, I keep saying we. They got 4 months to figure this out, man, and I don't think that's enough time. That is not enough time, and I think the mistake that was made was when Biden accepted the debate. And now they are so mad, and this is why the media wants to crucify Joe Biden. They want to crucify the Biden administration because they were like, how stupid of y'all to put Biden up against Trump when you knew Biden's mental condition. But who was that? That was Joe Biden. You know, because Joe Biden went on The View talking about, oh yeah, my husband, he's gonna debate the orange man. Like, Jill. So now y'all, the Democrats are really, the factions that are not down with Biden are really heated right now. They're like, it's your fault. They're thinking to the right now, and they're making it easy for, like, if they're coming up with a plot to unalive Joe Biden, they're making it because they're really furious at Joe Biden because she was part of the decision of having Joe Biden do that debate. See, we don't know behind the scenes, but I believe there was a faction saying, no, do not have Biden debate Trump. And then, y'all remember when the CNN, they did their little commercial? Yes, and we'll have both candidates here, and we'll be muting out their mics. Not knowing that shit goddamn backfired on them. Damn, I knew this shit was going to backfire, but I didn't know that them muting the mics actually helped out Trump. It made Trump, man, it helps Trump so much. And, oh gosh, it's like they really wanted to mute the mics out to keep from Biden from rambling, not Trump. They wanted to keep Biden from rambling. I just realized this. Even though they're saying Trump is bombastic, Trump gives good ratings. But that mute button was forgotten because they didn't mute. Yo, am I crazy, y'all? Y'all press the one if I'm crazy. They didn't mute Trump's mic not one time. I might be crazy. Y'all, let me know if I'm crazy. Oh, he says Vance, Trump and Vance. Trump is going to wait to the last minute to announce his VP. He's going to wait till the very last minute because I think Trump already knew. See, Trump and Vivek already talked about Biden not being the candidate, and now that shit is playing out. So Trump is going to wait and see who Kamala, if it's Kamala Harris, who her pick's going to be before he announces, because they already have a plan B to go after Kamala Harris. They have a plan B to go after, or plan C to go after Gavin Newsom. The Trump administration have their ducks in a row right now. Like, that debate proved how much they have their ducks in a row because Trump was so poised at that debate, man. He was so poised at the debate. Now, he did take little shots out, with the golf thing. But Trump is off the cuff. So we know that about Trump. He's off the cuff, but he's so good with it. But he slipped it in before they could, cut his mic off. It wouldn't even make sense. But they want to, I think the whole cutting off the mic, if they were just going to get into like a senseless back and forth and a senseless cut off and all that shit. But that shit did not work out because they had to cut off Biden because he was about to start rambling about corn pop. I did corn pop and see, and Medicare. And I remember COVID, and then you seen the roaches. And I remember when I was a black woman, and the kids would rub their legs up and down my hairs and roaches, and I remember, he was gonna start rambling about them corn pop and shit. They were like, "Oh hell no!" Okay, Mr. Biden, they cut him off. They like cut his mic, and he kept fumbling in his ear because whoever was, I'm gonna say it was damn Barack Obama yelling in his ear, "No, Joe, no, and that's why he was like, and that's why he was looking confused because whoever was in the earpiece was yelling at Joe. Tim said, "I don't recall them muting Trump's mic at all. I believe you are correct. I didn't. Because I was waiting for them to do some. I was waiting for them to do some fuck shit like that. That's why I said I was waiting for them. I was like a hawk waiting for them to fuck over Trump with the mic. I was waiting. I was waiting. Tina, I was waiting. I was like a hawk. I was like an owl. I was zoomed in. I'm like, I was waiting for them to do some fuck shit with Trump's mic. I was waiting for them. Because I said, I know they're going to cut Trump's mic off. And they didn't. I was shocked. They not, because I was waiting. I said, I know they're going to do it. And I was just waiting. I was zoomed in. I said, I know they're going to cut Trump's mic off. They're going to cut him off and they just, Bandito said, I got hairy legs, corn pop. Corn pop got hairy legs. Yeah, man. So yeah, I was waiting for them to Vic has zero political knowledge. Uh, Peasants talking about kings. Bird Dog watched the debate video closely. Biden's eyes didn't even blink like our eyes do. It's a robot. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what really happened. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Look. I'm gonna tell you, Bird Dog. What you want to know? What really happened? They gave him a cocktail, but it started late. They shot him up with a cocktail, but it was late. It was a delayed reaction. And because it was a delayed reaction, they didn't get the results like they thought they were going to get, buying all perky and everything and all, hyped. But apparently they knew if they would gave him the old school concoction, the one in 2020, that would have burst his heart. So they gave him a new concoction. They experimented with him, but it didn't kick in. It was a delayed reaction. So it was a delayed reaction, and it didn't kick in. It was a weird concoction, and that's why he was all. He was, it had a. It had a weird. It didn't have the like the cocaine methamphetamine effect. It had like a more of a mushroom shroom effect, like an LSD effect. The concoction they gave him, it did not work. Basically, it did not work. They tried a new concoction. They shot him with it, and it did not have the effect that they thought it had. Because when he came out on the thing like a zombie. He was like, "Hi, everybody." So I was like, "Oh, they didn't give him his drugs." But then during the debate, when he started talking about golf, he got kind of woke up there. He started talking about golf. Yeah, you carry your own bags. So he woke up. I was like, are the drugs kicking in, or is he just getting excited over golf? Because I don't think Biden plays golf anymore. I think he's retired. So Trump plays golf, obviously, but I don't know, y'all. So, hey, y'all, that's my take on Yeah, you cool. Yeah, you cool. Okay, man. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Here's your receipt. Here's your receipt, man. What are you selling, Edwin Jones? What am I selling? I'm selling MAGA, baby. What are you selling? I'm selling MAGA. What you selling? Jill had to escort. Right, you know what? You're right. So the drugs, I guess the drugs failed because, right, you're right. Jill Biden had to escort them off of them steps that were like this. They weren't even 2 inches, 3 inches at the most. They were, okay, let's say 4 inches, right? She had to, it's like he acted like he was going to fall, man. So yeah, she had to escort him. So that drug cocktail wasn't very good. Wasn't very good. So I don't know. They let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. So um Do y'all remember when they said that Biden is in Camp David? Sevens. They said that Biden was at Camp David for like, training for Trump. What I think, not only was he memorizing lines and all that, because they gave him the questions, right? So they were, they were, they gave him the questions. That's obvious. They fired some black girl up in Philadelphia because they found out that, yeah. So we all know that Biden gets the answers. So they were rehearsing, but in that rehearsal also at Camp David. So not only were they rehearsing because he already had the questions to the answer. Well, he already had the questions that they were going to ask him already, right? But they were giving him different cocktails. They were testing out cocktails on him. They were testing cocktails out on him. But they were just giving him little doses, you know what I'm saying, to see how he reacts to it. And they had to do a trial and error within that week to find out what cocktail is good. And that's why I think, because they only had a week, they didn't come up with the right cocktail. They only had a week. And because they didn't want to kill the man, they only gave him small doses to see how he reacts. So they had their different cocktails laid out, and they shot him up with just little bits to see how he would react. And it wasn't enough time. Y'all know when people are in medical labs and trial labs, when they're in medical trial labs, they might do that shit for weeks and months, right? When they test, when they're testing medications, they'll do that shit for months. So him going to Camp David, how long did he go? Y'all type in the chat, how long did he go to Camp David? Was it a week, 2 weeks? When he prepared, when they said, okay, Trump is debating Biden. When he went to Camp David, was it 2 weeks? Okay, so Bandito said it was 2 weeks. So Bandito, what I'm saying is that 2 weeks is not enough to go through different cocktail concoctions. That's not enough time for the doctors to, So right, you heard 2 weeks. So let's say 2 weeks, right? Tina, Bandito, y'all said 2 weeks. Okay, so it takes longer than that to experiment with cocktails, is what I'm saying. Because again, remember, this debate was spontaneous. They didn't think. This debate caught Biden totally off guard. Let me say that again. This debate caught the Biden administration off guard. No, Biden was ready to go. Anytime, pal. Anytime. This dude thinking he Clint Eastwood, he John Wayne. Anytime, pal. But the Biden administration's like, no, hold on. Mr. Biden, we got to give you your proper cocktail. We got to test some new shit out. You're much older now. And the stuff that we gave you in 2020 to go against Trump, that stuff will kill you. So we need something a little bit lighter, but we're going to have to experiment because we haven't tried these drugs out, because the drugs we've been giving you haven't been working. In fact, when you went to go to France, you pooped yourself. So we need something. Hold on, dog. Get out of the road. Get out of the road, dog. Get out of the road. Get out of the road, dog. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, then dog run right back in the road. No, dog. Damn, don't do that, dog. Damn. Let me. Shit. Oh, don't run the dog over. Shit. Okay. I'm just gonna have to hunt at these trucks so they know to slow down. Damn. So that dog don't get hit, man. Damn. Slow down. Uh, okay, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me give a shout out to everybody, man. Prove me that illegals vote. Oh shit. What are y'all talking about in the chat? Oh, I missed that. Uh oh. Prove to me that illegals vote. I'll wait You have zero sources. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh shit. Shout out to India, man. Vipers in India. In India, we're still sleeping. Hey man, shout out to you, Viper, man. Hey man. Shout out to my peoples in India, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Um, Eagles will get Biden reelected. I, I'm afraid. Oh, that's what. Okay, so high. So, oh, Congress. Okay, so let me ease your mind. Congress is passing a law where we need special voter ID. So, um, Congress is about to pass it. They got the numbers to pass the whole. I forgot what they call it. The oh, what do they call that? The is it the CARES Act or something? Y'all, please. I've heard a lot of shit. Damn, I've been listening to Congress. I think it's the CARES Act, something act. I don't know, but don't quote me on it. I don't know, but I know Mike Johnson and them. They talked about it the other day. After I do this video, I'll post it. But I believe they said something about they're going to pass something about voter reform because they're hearing that they just want to put up a safeguard. So both of y'all got concerns. I get it. You know what I'm saying? On the, what are you driving? A Mac. I'm driving a Mac. Driving a 64 series. It's a 90. I'm sorry, no, it's a 2000. Is it a 2000? It's a 2012. 2012 64 series Mac. Um, it's a. I have a 19 yard bed and 10 speed. So it's a beast. It's a monster. It can pull up a hill nicely. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's going up the hill smoothly. So anywho, y'all, man, yeah, that's y'all check with Congress. I'll post videos, but Congress did pass. They're or trying to pass, or they will pass um, immigration reform. Um, they talked about it. I actually watched it yesterday, so I see y'all going back and forth in the chat. So to ease both y'all minds, there is a safeguard against illegals. So because there's concern on both sides, and I get that. So um, they have rights. He's illegal. Okay. So yeah, y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out, man. Y'all, man. Thanks for the likes, man. Oh man, y'all killing it. Y'all killing it with the likes, man. Again, man. Sorry about yesterday, man. My reception went out, man. Um, again, I extended the show because of um, we had a couple of people talking about they want to support Biden, and I was like, okay, well, let's deal with one policy because I didn't want to make a whole show out of that, but I wanted to just give them a little time to show them that you don't even know your policy because Biden supporters don't care about policy. Let me say that again. Biden supporters do not care about policy because if it came down to policy, in fact, forget Biden, the Democratic Party would never win ever again. So people who are voted Democrats don't even care about policy. That's why I brought up, the whole. I didn't even throw a curveball. It was an easy. I gave him an easy toss. I said, okay, what about us funding Ukraine? That's it's a foreign policy, but it affects us directly because we're paying taxes on that. And that's one of the main policies that Trump is saying no to. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying no to. Jim Jordan saying no to. Like your MAGA Republicans are saying no more money for Ukraine. And Trump is going to end that shit. So that's why I said, okay, well, let's just deal with that policy. Because one thing that Biden is not going to try to mimic Trump on is trying to end the war in Ukraine. So there you go. All right, y'all. Let me get going, man. Where's Melania? Melania, she's there. Putin, Rick, Liquor. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me get going. Let me get going, man. I shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all came in heavy. Y'all came in heavy. Oh, he posted the site, y'all. I guess y'all, yeah, I gotta read the thing. I can't read the chat now. Y'all know I'm driving, so man, I'm gonna just say shout out to everybody, man. That's my take on the four factions again. You got Biden, well, you got Jill Biden, her faction. You got those supporting Kamala, that's a faction. You got Gavin Newsom's a faction, and you got potentially Michelle Obama being a faction. So that is what we're looking at. Um, and again, Michelle may not want to do it. It's Barack Obama. It's Barack Obama who wants to do it. But again, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama are not Jill and Biden. Jill runs that. Between Barack Obama and Michelle, I don't know. They're kind of they're they're different. Let me just say that they're different. They don't, Michelle don't run Barack. Barack don't run Michelle. They're kind of, I can't even explain it, but that's a whole nother show. I don't even want to get into that. But man, shout out to y'all, man. I might do a show later on. Um, like I said, if anything comes up, I'll do quick. What's he? Tom Fried. Yep, things were much better when Trump. Wow. Boom. You already know it, brother. You already know it. You already know it, brother. All right, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody I gave receipts to today, man. Shout out to the mods, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the people gonna watch this show. Shout out to the people gonna watch, man. Um, again, that's my take on it, man. I wasn't trying to be misleading with the title. I did kind of rush it out because I was focused on the money. But when I focus, then this other stuff come up because the factions are trying to keep a low pro. They don't want to show their hand. But when money's involved, it reveals things to me, man. Just follow the money, y'all. Follow the money. But that exposed, like I said, that exposed Biden Harris's. I mean, I'm sorry, that exposed Harris's faction because they know people that support Kamala know she's not going to win. But because they want that money, they want that donation money. That's all they thinking about. It's not even about winning with Michelle's faction. It's about getting that money. With Jill Biden, it's just a power trip. She just tripping. With Gavin Newsom, he's trying to be cool, but he wants to slide up in there. He's trying to play cool and shit, but he wants to slide up in there. As far as Michelle Obama, I think Barack Obama is trying to convince her. So, that's my take, y'all. With that being said, man, I'm out, y'all. Peace.